Hi, this is Uriah, and this is my Audio Precision machine, and it tests lighter notes or any audio equipment for total harmonic distortion and many other measurements. So if I back up a little bit, I think it'll show it to you. There you go. The bright light of the display plays games with this camera. Anyways, here's the output cables. And they come out and go into your lighter note. You can see them attached in the back. And then output from the lighter note comes back and back into the Audio Precision. So I thought maybe you might want to see some measurements. I'll give you total harmonic distortion plus noise. That's one measurement. We'll do level, phase, ratio, and crosstalk as well. And let's start with total harmonic distortion. So right now, actually that's at level, but let's skip over to total harmonic distortion. Okay, we've got 0.0041, and that's with 673 millivolt input attenuated to 317.5 millivolt at 1 kilohertz. This is about as good as it's going to get. It'll get a little bit better at some other levels. You know, if I put a little bit higher voltage into it or attenuate it a little bit more or less, the distortion will change. But this is almost as good as it'll get. The best that I've seen is 0.0024. But let's do a sweep. This will be a frequency sweep, and it'll show us the distortion at different frequencies. It'll start at 20,000 and sweep down to 20 hertz. So this is what we're going to see. And then it's going to start a graph coming from the right and going to the left. Here we go. By the way, when I plug the equipment into itself, I get a 0.0013. So you can assume that there's 0.0013 in addition to whatever reading you're seeing. So subtract that from the reading and you get the real reading. Okay, so let's see. We'll switch over to crosstalk. And we've got about minus 100 dB. It can actually hit the noise floor of this thing, again, when I change the voltage or the attenuation. We'll just leave it right here for the tests. And when I say hit the noise floor, see where it says minus 120 dB? Yeah, it'll hit minus 120 dB sometimes. Your lighter note, not just any old lighter note, but your lighter note in particular. But just to keep all the measurements with the lighter note at the same setting, let's do it from right here. You can see again we're doing a frequency sweep and watching the crosstalk between channel A and channel B. And that means how much information is being transferred between channel A and channel B. And you'll never hear it. If it's over minus 40 dB, then it's possible for you to hear it. Pretty hard to hear it, but still, it would be possible. But under that, there's no chance. When we do ratio, son of a gun, I might just forget what that is. Oh, no, I don't. I do remember. I gotta turn on both channels for this one, and that's 0.18 dB. That is the difference between the matching of the two channels. Is 0.18 dB, and you have a balance knob on the back. What I'm going to do is show you that when I turn the balance knob, so my other hand is reaching around the back of the lighter note, and I'll turn the balance knob a little bit, and you'll see that change. So you can dial in perfectly. I had just set it by ear that way. So you can see you can get incredibly good channel matching just by setting it by ear. I had it 0.18 dB and I thought it was about perfect. So, and by the way, that setting was with the balance knob facing straight down. Let's see here. So we're on level. We'll do phase now. And most preamplifiers, well, all that I've ever heard of, they're going to have some phase shifting. You know, you have an input signal of 180 degrees, positive 180 degrees, and the audio precision is going to see if the output of the lighter note has shifted that phase at all. So let's do a sweep, and it'll again sweep the frequencies. And when I first saw this reading, I was amazed. Any preamplifier is going to shift the phase a little bit. And the only time this ever shifted, it was minus 0.01 dB or minus 0.1 dB at the very start. Amazing. Ratio is just about the same as decibel, or I mean as level. It really is. It's just the ratio between the output voltage of A and B. And again, I'll show you. I'll change that balance knob, and that'll change. Okay. Let's go to, we did crosstalk already, didn't we? Might as well hit it one more time. So basically, what I did on that one, the first time that we measured crosstalk, I didn't touch anything at all. And this last time that we measured crosstalk, I turned the volume up while it was changing, and it's about right here that I started turning the volume up, and you see that the I think I can show us where we were. Okay. Right there we were at minus 100 dB, and I started to change the volume, turn it up, and we hit 107. And we get over here a little bit further, and I had the volume all the way up. And we're at minus 115, minus 118, minus 120, minus 121. That's the reverse of what you would see on most preamplifiers. Most preamplifiers, the crosstalk would increase as the volume goes up. The total harmonic distortion would increase as the volume goes up. Let's check out that THD. Low. It can't even read it right now. Turn on both channels to make sure. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay. So this is with the volume all the way up. It's just pretty much going to stay flat there the whole way across at 0.047. As you can see, that first total harmonic distortion we saw was quite a bit lower, and you know 0.047 is very low, but there is a sweet spot to get the best reading, and it can even get better than that one that we looked at previously, but I just want to give you a general idea. So I hope you enjoy your lighter note. I wanted to show you that you're not buying something that's a bunch of snake oil. It really does produce the readings that that your ears are hearing. It's great. Have a good one.